QR's got no one to blame except themselves.
Paul Pluta is the whistleblower behind documents which revealed the extent of the driver shortage.
It's the executives at QR who should be ashamed of themselves. They should get out of their Statesman, get out of their 5 Series BMW and take the train.
Since the data was collected, the Queensland rail saga has claimed a Transport Minister and a CEO. Now a new minister says she's determined to fix it.
We know that this is not going to be fixed overnight. It's not going to be fixed in a couple of months.
Max Wilshire, 7 News.
The train derailed around 4:30 yesterday afternoon at the Walkaraka Maintenance Centre. The Transport Minister denies the incident was caused by the train. Rather, it was a shunter transporting the carriage at the time.
It's very important that we understand exactly what happened here so that the public can have full confidence.
The opposition leader is not convinced the state government can resolve Queensland Rail's ongoing problems, saying 24,000 rail services have already been axed.
And that means more congestion on our roads. It means fewer opportunities for public transport passengers to be able to get to work, to be able to get home, to be able to get where they need to go.
The contract for the fleet of Indian-built trains has been plagued by controversy.
This adds to a long list of problems uncovered during testing, including issues with braking, ventilation and driver visibility. It's one of 15 new trains meant to have rolled out almost 12 months ago.
The state government has launched a full investigation into the derailment.
The investigation that will be undertaken by the National Rail Safety Regulator, which is an independent body, will be, of course, made public to the people of Queensland.
It's still not known whether the trains will be on track in time for the 2018 Commonwealth Games. Chloe Wilshire, QUTNews.
Queensland's Crime and Corruption Commission has helped break open some of the state's biggest cases in recent years. Its secretive coercive hearings have forced witnesses to give up vital information, but some critics say the powers are being overused and go too far.
This is one of Queensland's most secretive rooms. Those called to testify in the so-called Star Chamber have no right to silence. If they refuse to cooperate or lie, they can be jailed.
They're a very powerful tool we use, but we take very seriously the use of them, and we have to convince ourselves that there is a proper basis to use the powers.
Evidence from CCC hearings helped convict 2 men over the McCulkin murders, a crime that had been unsolved since the 70s. In the Tiali Palmer case, the CCC trapped her foster family in a lie. Eventually, they gave up the killer, foster father Rick Thorburn. But while there's widespread support for the Star Chamber's use in major investigations, there's also concern the right to silence is being taken away in low-level cases.
There has to be some balance, a balance between police powers, CCC powers on the one hand and civil liberties on the other.
Over a decade, the number of investigative hearings have quadrupled to more than 340 a year. In 2017, Brisbane YouTuber Paul Pluta leaked top-secret documents detailing problems with Queensland Rail timetables and trains.
Newgen is a huge up.
It's understood he was summoned to the Star Chamber and forced to reveal his source. He's since been charged with allegedly revealing he was called to face a hearing.
It'd be different if you were talking about a terrorist incident, but this was talking about problems within Queensland Rail that needed in the public interest to be disclosed.
People who have access to confidential information are under an obligation of trust not to disclose that without very good reason. If there's, for instance, a belief that they want to blow the whistle, as it were, they should come to us confidentially.
The CCC doesn't release transcripts or recordings of its coercive hearings. In many cases, even telling someone you've been summoned to testify can be an offence. Civil libertarians want the powers reined in, but the CCC insists it's kept in check by the courts and a parliamentary oversight committee. Christian Silva, ABC News.